Hey everyone, Jay with Dad Things here. I made it to another week. I'm dedicating myself to recording this at least weekly, so here I am. If this sounds different, it's because I am parked in my car in the parking lot of a Whole Foods. This was the only time that I could get in to record this today. Today's Tuesday, May 31st. We just had Memorial Day weekend. We had a long weekend. Family and I, we all went to Palm Springs for a birthday celebration for our oldest. She wanted a trip to Palm Springs, and she could bring her one best friend, so we did that, and it was awesome. I don't think we'll be heading back because Palm Springs and the surrounding area is very hot and dry, and it's not the most pleasant for adults or for kids. We brought our dog with us too, so we always had to worry about Penny walking on the concrete when it was like 98 degrees out. So it was fun. We stayed at an Airbnb, pretty unique one. Had an artist decorate the inside walls with murals, and there was a pool, which our youngest one loved. And all in all, I think the weekend went well. But I guess the topic for today I wanted to talk about, I saw a tweet come across my Twitter timeline. Jeff Benjamin, who is no longer, but he used to be the videographer for 95 Mac, he posted a tweet asking about LASIK. Who's had it done? What kind of side effects did you have? And would you do it again? And I responded because I got LASIK, I want to say a year and a half ago. And when I was also always debating whether or not to get LASIK, and everybody that I asked gave me the same response that yes, they would do it all over again if they could. My brother got it, and he's pretty happy with it. And my answer to Jeff was yes, I would do it again in a heartbeat. I've been nearsighted my entire life. Starting probably around fourth grade, I noticed that I couldn't see the chalkboard, and I complained to my teacher to write harder or darker, and she said, "Nah, you need glasses." So I've been wearing glasses ever since. My prescription, last time I had my eyes checked before having the surgery was around negative 2.5, so slightly nearsighted. I could, you know, I couldn't get by, but if I, you know, wasn't wearing my glasses, I could definitely recognize people from a good distance just by body shape or by walking. But yeah, everything was definitely blurry, something that I needed, that I depended on. I wore contacts for probably 3/4 of the time I needed glasses, just because I did not like having to wear glasses. I didn't like the hassle. I didn't like how I looked necessarily with glasses. Sometimes I liked them, sometimes I didn't. For the most part, I preferred not to wear glasses and wear contacts instead. But towards once I got older and older, putting on contacts was a pain in the butt. I think my eyes started to get tired earlier during the day, so like my eyes would be tired. I would as soon as I took them off, they would immediately turn red, and I would just like want to rub the crap out of my eyes just because it just felt good. My eyes were just so, I don't know what you want to call it, but just under the pressure or the stress of wearing the contacts that I would start taking them off after the workday when I used to be able to wear them, as soon as I woke up until until I went to sleep. But I found myself taking them off earlier and earlier. So once we moved back down here and we got we saved enough money. My Christmas present from my wife was for me to get LASIK. And yeah, it was the best thing I ever did. I opted to do monovision, which is where they don't correct your lesser eye. So you have a dominant eye and a non-dominant eye. So they correct the dominant eye to 20/20 or perfect vision, and then the other one they do it slightly less to help accommodate for farsightedness or the inability to read something up close. As the older and older you get into life, like this is something that happens to everybody. Just the muscles in your eyes can't um, move the lens enough to where, like, if you wanted to see, like, our default is that we can see far, and our muscles in our eyes will move our lens to be able to see far, but we are not, it's just from years of evolution. Like, we just want to see the coyote or the wolf from far away, right? Our eyes are made for distance, but for reading, our eyes aren't evolved for that. So it happens to everybody. The older and older you get, the you just get farsighted. The ability to read things up close goes away. So what I did was to help to help uh, keep that from happening as long as I can, was to get monovision, where they didn't correct it to perfect vision. They left it a little bit um, nearsighted so that my muscles in my eye can still, it could still adjust to, holding a piece of paper up fairly close to my face. And all in all, I'm pretty happy with that decision. The only time I notice it is in low light conditions. I guess, I mean, obviously your eyes are basically like cameras. The more light that is let in, the easier it is for you to see. And which is why when at night or in a dark room, all you see are shades of gray, right? Their color receptors don't work in low light. And I find out at night or in dimly lit, um, like restaurants or rooms, I'll notice that I can't see as clear. Like normally, if the room is brightly lit, then I can read like no problem text from far away. But then if I'm in a situation where it's dimly lit, everything seems to be blurry, slightly blurry. I can still read if I squint, but it is definitely blurry. But that's the only time I have an issue, and it's mostly or mainly because I did get monovision. Aside from that, LASIK has been awesome. If anybody's on the fence about getting it, I would definitely recommend it. My son now asks why I don't wear glasses anymore, and it's because I had surgery. And now I get the feeling that as soon as I have a feeling I'm gonna pass this down to him, my nearsightedness. But I feel like as soon as he's old enough, he's gonna start asking us for LASIK because teens and their vanity, they don't want to wear glasses if they can help it. But um, I guess I'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, thanks for listening. If you like listening to me talk about random stuff in my life, subscribe and hit a like or leave a review in iTunes. It helps other people find the podcast. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks.